You're saying. What methods did you use to learn how to tattoo? What was it like? You know, for me, for example, when I want to learn something, first I jump on YouTube and I watch a ton of videos, and then I like books too, and I I got tattooed, so I would watch. So those
Same.
are kind of my methods. Like, did you do the same thing?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I'm very, like I said, I'm very like visual learner.
Yeah,
so seeing it get done, and I ask a ton of annoying questions.
yeah, yeah.
So that helps also.
Yeah, and some people need teachers, but some people just can go on YouTube and watch something and pick it up. And I think I'm one of those people.
Yeah, and also I stood next to a lot of artists and just watched them tattoo. Like, I get mesmerized and I just sit there watching.
Yeah, I remember you used to watch me a lot too.
Yeah, and you just learn a lot from just watching.
you would be done tattooing, and I would remember you would come over to my station, and we would just like start talking about.
Yeah, just start with learning.
Yeah,
just take advantage, man.
Yeah. I did that a lot too with Javi, man. I would bombard him with questions, man. I always had questions for him.
When you have a good artist around you, it's good to just abuse the shit out of it and just get everything you can learn out of it.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people who want to learn? Like, just any advice at all, anything you can think of that would be helpful for people who want to learn, either young or older or whatever that question makes you think about.
Yeah, it's such a hard question to answer. I've seen so many people like try to go for an apprenticeship and just fail at it. Like you had recently one. So it's like, I would say discipline, man. Like that just drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That drive to want to do something for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know,
which I feel like a lot of people lack.
Yeah. You know what's something that I just came up for me now that I asked you that question? One thing that I would say is, like, know yourself. Like, really know yourself and know how you function and know how you learn. You know what I mean? That way you don't get to a point where of frustration, right? So, for example, for someone who's learning, understand, like, do you need a mentor? Like, do you need somebody to like be side by side with you and teach you? Because, for example, Raf, he understood that. Raf understood that he wasn't a person that could learn on his own. So he was like, you know what? He was smart enough to understand that, and he went and got a mentor. He went and met me, right? So it was like efficient, you know, as opposed to, you know, maybe you understand, like, I can learn on my own. I can just like hop on YouTube and learn whatever it is that I want to learn about. So I think as somebody who is learning, understanding that, like, who you are and how you function and how you learn, I think it would be like a really good.
Speaking of that, I feel like that's an important quality in being a tattoo artist, is just having an open mind.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people I've seen in this industry that they teach themselves and they stick by what they learned.
Yeah.
And they don't want to get out of that comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the people where their work just doesn't like elevate. You know what I mean? Because they're just so like stuck in their way.
Yeah, 100%. And I think just any I mean, humility, bro. Anything in life that you do with humility, not lack of confidence, humility. Anything in life that you do with humility, you're gonna grow, because you learn more from listening than you learn from talking. And that's something that, at least for me as a young man, I always emphasize on. It was like listening. And I think I learned a lot from people. I always had this concept that, like, all the knowledge in the world comes from human beings, right? That means that everybody has something that you can learn from them.
Yeah, everyone comes from different walks of life.
Everybody can teach you something. So I think that's important. And yeah, just being humble and allowing other people to teach you what they know, it's super important. And also, those people, man, those people are usually the how would you say that, like the most conceited artists are the ones that always suck. You know, like, I'm great, I'm the shit, bro, and they just suck because they don't really...
They don't have that humility, you know what I mean? They're open to learn anything, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, I would say that.
I would say I'm always learning.
I'm always
This
learning,
job
bro.
is forever an apprentice. To be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with
I'm
you.
obsessed with learning, bro. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with learning, and I think I'm at a new phase in my life where uh, I put like learning about tattooing a little bit in the backseat now. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been
Yeah.
doing this for 14 years, so I feel like I still have a bunch of stuff that I would love to learn how to do. Like, I really want to learn how to do like using ZBrush, like those 3D programs, Blender and all that,
It's a
bro.
game changer
I
also.
wish I had time to like learn that stuff. And constantly for me, constantly learning about um, creativity, like working on my creativity and discovering myself as an artist. It's something that never stops. But all of that right now, it's a little bit in the back seat because like I really want to do this that we're doing now. I think it's gonna be really important, and I'm gonna be creating something big for a lot of people that are gonna be impacted. The audience is a lot of people in the audience are gonna be impacted by this, man. And I think a lot of people are going to change their lives by this that I've decided to do. Like I believe that deeply in my heart that it's gonna be that way. Like a lot of people are gonna, their lives is gonna change. They're that prayer of like, I want something, like please bring this thing that is going to like get me out of this space that I'm in, so I can do that thing that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
That prayer is gonna be answered for a lot of people. So, um, like I'm really passionate about this, and but yeah, I'm always learning. Like right now, I'm learning a lot about like content and business and stuff like that because I feel like that's the phase that I'm at right now. But yeah, like that hunger to constantly be learning, I think is so important as an artist. And I feel like the moment you lose that is the moment you're no longer an artist, bro.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on
The
that.
moment you lose that is the moment you're no longer an artist. Um, how's your back?